little Washu. Her experiments cause trouble, but not half as much as her mouth.
Now. Just close your eyes, Tenchi.
Tenchi Muyo, starting Monday. Love stinks. Only Toonami.
Warning, the following video contains false information and is meant for entertainment only. It also contains violence, sexual conduct, profane fucking language, and annoying robotic text-to-speech voices. If you are offended by any of the above, get a fucking sense of humor. Your discretion is advised.
This video was brought to you by Steamed Hams, patented Skinner burgers with that crusty skid-mark taste for your poopy pellet. And be sure to try out our newest plant-based substitute, steamed chams, for those of you who are looking for a healthier alternative for your poopy dining experience.
Nice try, Mr. Anti-Foot Faction supporter, but you won't be plugging your poopy product this time. Besides, you're not even the real sponsor for this video anyway. Sorry for the confusion, folks. Now let's start this advertisement right. This video was actually brought to you by Bronto King, one of Bedrock's finest fast food establishments since the beginning of time. Moreover, the main supplier of this fine establishment is none other than Rock and Peel Foot Foods, providing the best in pedal products to satisfy a modern Stone Age appetite. And now let's start the show. Ha.
Washu, you are a genius! Washu, you are the greatest in the world!
Greetings, Earthlings, I'm the one and only Washu, heck, better known as Little Washu, and it is my swell pleasure to present to you DW Forever 91's 200th video special. Well, with the introduction out of the way, let's get down to the juicy details already. Now, you may have noticed that I resembled a first TV show version of Washu from Tenchi universe, but I have the same text-to-speech voice as the Washu from the Ryoki continuity. Well, hang on to your seats for this one, folks. I'm in fact the Washu of every continuity. Yes. You heard me right, folks. Earlier when I said that I was the one and only Washu, well, that statement was 100% accurate. Since there can only be one of my genius, my Swellness actually spins into every continuity in the franchise. This is possible because in addition to being the universe's most brilliant scientific genius, I'm also one of the 3 Joraian goddesses as was established in the Ryoki OVA. The variations of myself from every Tenchi series is actually a clone of my own design, and every clone is assimilated with my swell intellect, and we all share the same thoughts and personality. That's right, I'm a hive mind, with my goddess form serving as the main nerve center to my super swell's genius. So as you may have guessed, I happen to represent a countless amount of Speakonia groups and organizations throughout the community along with my various incarnations. It's just my little way of giving back to the community. So without further ado, let's talk about some of my various occupations all throughout the Tenchi franchise. You already know my original OVA self as one of the Ketchum clan's head inventors in their Japanese branch. In fact, I just recently posed for a centerfold in the latest edition of Foot Fappers that focuses on soul science buffs like yours truly. Just a little food for the mind as well as the penis. Wink. As the second series Washu, or Shin Washu or Tokyo Washu as I'm often referred to in this incarnation, I serve as a photophobia rebel. In fact, I used to be partners with the second series Ryoko, back before she started working with the Darkling Den. Speaking of which, I sometimes like to assist the Darkling Den's head inventor Dexter Boy Genius with some of his crime-fighting experiments. You know, when I'm not experimenting with his sexual urges, wink. I provide my freedom-fighting services to some rebel members of various groups such as La Deldan, the Unestablished Union, and even the Four Pimp Knights. I'll even let you in on a little secret. I was actually responsible for some of the high-tech weaponry that all the teams in the Laugh Olympics initiative used against the Yogi Yamuis. Yes, I was actually a hidden member of the Laugh Olympics initiative, cleverly disguised as one of the many sponsors. I've also created a series of robotics pies that I've spread to various prudish hangouts throughout the community. So you'd best believe that I have tabs all over the prudish nation of photophobia keeping me up to date on all their unswell activity. In the magical world of Pretty Sammy, I pose as a school teacher as a front to hide my true occupation as one of the top scientists for the world-famous sex toy manufacturer Medical Mechanica. And even if some of my experiments don't live up to expectations, it is still a pretty swell gig nonetheless. Next is the version of myself from the second Tenchi Muyo film Tenchi Muyo Midsummer's Eve, or known by its English release Daughter of Darkness, which is considered a separate continuity in of itself.
Everybody got that?
This version of me happens to be the main squeeze of Tomobiki's very own Ataru Moriboshi, so you could say I'm also an unofficial member of Team Dakun. In fact, all the girls from the second film's continuity were invited into Ataru-kun's harem, including the exclusive Mayuka Masaki. But that's a topic for a future installment of Speakonia Muyo Hataha.
What's this do? Ah,
Well, you knew it was gonna happen sooner or later. Not sorry. Moreover, since most of my clones use the short stocky body that I usually prefer in my original form, yes, I can become a busty adult at will for those of you who've forgotten. But anyways, I can also pose as a little girl and make amateur pornos for really Rosie's child porn service. Yes, my cloning technology is so grand that I'm even thinking of making a few more incarnations of Tenchi for future generations. Why else do you think I invite him into my lab for some generous donations? Wink.
Well, these are all fine examples and all little Washu. But isn't there something you're leaving out? You know, something that you recently do for a living?
Oh, you don't have to worry, Edna. I was just saving the best for last. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, folks. As the Series 1 Washu or Universe Washu, whichever you prefer, I have become the latest representative of the Speakonia political group, the Crab Apple Quiet Miter Pancake Party.
That's right, everybody. The universe's swellest scientific genius has joined the ranks of one of the swellest political parties in the community as one of our head inventors.
Boy, I tell you what, it is downright swell that Miss Washu is part of our group. Dare I say it, it's even sweller than selling propane and propane accessories, ha ha ha.
I'd buy that for $1.
Ha ha ha, nicely said Bixby, you sexy mustachioed beast. Moreover, DW4Ever91 would like to thank Boner Benny977 for letting him know that the I'd buy that for $1 guy's name is Bixby Snyder, a host for the fictional game show It's Not My Problem.
Everybody got that?
Well, if we're done with all the exposition and running gags, perhaps we can get back to work on our latest invention. Wouldn't you say?
Or are my manners, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Bentonquist?
Oh, thank you. You're surely too kind. But yes, I was given asylum into the KQPP sometime after the Laugh Olympics last year, and I am also one of its head inventors along with this hot cutie. Currently we are in the process of finishing Washu's newest creation. Basically it is an enhanced version of her interdimensional tunnel from Tenchi in Tokyo. The work on such a device is so complex that we even brought in some outside help to work on it.
Ah yes, and might I say from one Hanna-Barbera scientist to another, it is an honor to be working alongside you, Dr. Quest. Frankly, it's nice to have something to do coming off from my guest appearance in the secret missing episode of SWAT Cats. Of course, with all the crossover material, it's a shame that you weren't also featured in that particular video.
That's me she's referring to, by the way. But yes, it's a damn shame, alright Abby, especially considering that me and Professor Hackle were old colleagues from back in the day, and I could have really been beneficial in the Pizza Cat's designs for their turbo catatonic forms, yes. Moreover, the name's Gurulu from Samurai Pizza Cats, and despite my reputation as an alcoholic gambler and womanizer, I'm also the head inventor of Mount Neko Fuji, which happens to be the secret headquarters of the Little Tokyo branch of Medical Mechanica. Not to mention being the swell mastermind behind the creation of the original Supreme Catatonic. And as you may have guessed, I'm one of the various science buffs outside the KQPP assisting Miss Washu on her latest creation.
Speaking of which, perhaps we should cut out all the exposition like Dr. Quest said and get back to it. Right you are, Poindexter. We have a lot of work ahead of us and there is no time to waste. And while you viewers are waiting for the big event, why don't you say hello to some of the special guests that we invited to this swell occasion? Starting with this one here.
Greetings, foot fanatics of YouTube. It is I, the one and only Count Duckula, the Pedal Patriarch of Transylvania. Yes, it's been a while since I was featured in DW4 91's Secret Missing episode starring yours truly, and he figured that this was the perfect time to feature me as well as several other special guests to help celebrate 200 videos to his channel. I must say this was a swell get-together you've set up fake, if I do say so myself.
Come in, Spinner.
Well, I'm really glad that you're enjoying yourself, Mr. Duckula, and it's a good thing I came up with this idea, otherwise we'd probably be stuck with a video highlight compilation instead. Of course, I couldn't have done it without the help of my true blue business partner.
My pleasure.
Anything to give this channel a spice of swell integrity. By the way, if you could tell by the soundbite, my obscure but swell series Wackerville is finally available in its original Aussie English glory on the TV and movie streaming service Tubi, for you Aussie fans who want to revisit our aforementioned series. Moreover, the equally obscure Aussie cartoon Crockadoo, of which features my sexy pedal partner Rufus, is also available on Tubi.
Oh Sacre Bleu, it is indeed a sorry time to be the fourth wall, ha ha ha. Moreover, my name is Sean Pierre Delmas, former principal of Hardacre Academy and father of Laudel Dunley de Cissy Delmas, but I'm sure that my little pedal princess and her band of freedom fighters need no introduction at this point. But anyways, I too was invited to this Welsh and ha-ha shindig, and I decided to bring along the latest recruits to the Sherwood family, better known as Robin's Merry Men. Alright boys, come on out here and introduce yourselves.
Hot hot hot, hey there all you groovy faggots, my name is Hair Bear. You may remember me and my two bugbear buddies from the swell Hanna-Barbera 70s cartoon help, it's the Hair Bear Bunch. Now for those of you who think we are supposed to be members of Yoldi's and Swell Entourage and moreover were supposedly killed off by Mrs. Bear of the Danny Dontai during the Battle of Jellystone, well, despite being one of Yoldi's cousins, and as you can tell that slow monotone voice does not completely run in the family, me and my boys are actually on the pacifist side of the Hanna-Barbera family and were forced to fight in the aforementioned Thut battle under penalty of death by Yoldi's true followers and the main antagonists from our aforementioned series, Mr. Peevely and his dumbass hench Gimp Botch. So after we were resurrected by the dead reanimator after our first demise, we snuck away from the battle along with Dr. Quest and Ray Spannon, and me and my boys joined up with Robin's Merry Men. Speaking of which, say hello to my two bong buddies.
Holy McFucker Dizzle. Hello, my name is Square Bear and everything here said is true. In fact, we weren't the only Hanna-Barbera pacifists who were forced to fight in Yogi's war, probably.
Oh yeah, guess I should have mentioned that my two anus associates have their own little quirks, such as Square basically being the equivalent of a dumbass dinosaur.
You said it.
Pylons
Is the only one I know who can't let an old joke die. Oh, hello,
talking.
my name is
Pylons,
and I am the most sexiest member of the
Pylons.
Oh yeah, I should have also mentioned that Booty has an oddly specific form of Tourette's syndrome that makes every noun he says change into, well, you know, ha.
Either that or this is just another excuse for DW4 91 to make another obscure reference from a classic YouTube poop, probably.
The answer's up to you.
Never seen the fourth wall do that before, but I guess it's worth it just to get two classic YTP references for the price of one. But anyways, the point Square was trying to make earlier is that in addition to ourselves and Ray Spannon, my other cousin Hustle and his mystery-solving BFFs the CB Bears left the Hanna-Barbera bunch long before this whole Laugh Olympics initiative thing started. In fact, rumor has it that they've since joined the unestablished union under the mentorship of fellow Hanna-Barbera crime fighter Frankenstein Jr. Sounds like a pretty swell gig, alright, ha.
Yeah, that big sexy stud
Pylons.
Junior makes my
Pylons.
swell up to 600 pounds, especially when he bangs his two
Pylons.
together and causes a static shock like a
Pylons.
on my
Pylons.
Oh my, that is quite an explanation of your recent activity there. But nonetheless, you groovy ears are okay in my book, oh yes, oh yes.
Speaking of groovy guests, looks like another one has just arrived. Yes.
Yo sail my fellow footcappers. My name is Yandere from Korea and I am the Undisira Kaiju mascot of the Speakonia group, the Kenny crew. As you may have guessed, I am a fun heroic and I worry sexy, smooth looking bare feet, and moreover I also have some sexy smooth looking bare feet as well. And yes, for those of you who have heard the rumors, I am in fact a very groovy dancer and me and each a right to put the air night on and then some. Oh my me, yes it is worry swell.
Hello all you product-consuming peons, my name is Terra. You may remember me from the mastodonically obscure Nicktoon series The Brothers Club. Being the CEO of the delivery service Retrograde is a super sweet deal, and since I became a member of the Speakonia Investorettes, my business has become more profitable than kowtowing to that conservative regulation think huge head threat ever was. But I'm sure you'll hear all about those details when DW4 91 gets around to making a secret missing episode to our underrated gem of the cartoon sometime down the road.
Oh yeah, I figured I'd be the one to take a jump out of the fourth wall this time around. Moreover, my name is Waldo the Foot Food Croc, one of the few bisexual residents of Crocodile, and a member of the Foot Fetish Liberation Group of Delden. Anyways, I came to this swell event because I heard about the delectable porn catering, and so far I'd say this is among the swell spread.
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth, Mr. Oddly Colored Kaiju. No amount of impending danger could pull me away from these tasty toad treats.
Yeah, just give my PP penis a reverse banana split and I'll be set for the day. Oh hello there gents, my name is Bluster Kong from the Donkey Kong Country cartoon series here to represent the French branch of the Kitchen Clan, since I wasn't featured in Ryoko's indoctrination scene for episode 2 of Speakonia. Muyo and is making up for the aforementioned error by putting me in his 200th video special. Well, there goes the fourth wall hatata. And yes, despite my tropical origins on Congo Bongo Island, our extremely underrated cartoon was a French-Canadian production, which makes yours truly a show-off for said swell branch. Link. Moreover, I am also here to promote my swell bunion business Bluster Sparrow Works, as if this video doesn't already have enough product placement as it is. So when you feel like rolling your bare feet down a hill for a pedal race or you want to take a bunion bath hillbilly style, just hop on down to Bluster's. It's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Yes.
Wow, Rufus, you went out of your way to invite everyone to this occasion. Even one of our former arch-rivals, no less.
Well, if all the introductions and such are out of the way, you'll be happy to know that we're nearing the completion of the device.
Yes, I think it's safe to say that Washu's ready to go here.
Yes, if everyone's ready we can begin the festivities and activate my latest creation.
You hear that? Now everyone take your places. It's time for the show to begin.
Alright Washu, the machine is activated. We're ready to conduct the exchange.
Roger will point his smooth-looking bare feet. I'm typing in the coordinates now. We should be locating the target very soon. Scratch that. The target is already found.
Oh boy, I can hardly wait to see what's about to happen.
Great, target locked in. You may fire when ready, Miss Washu.
Okay then, let's fire this baby up and retrieve our subject from the further regions of the fourth wall.
We've made contact from another world.
Yes, it's actually working. My calculations were so correct on this one.
Yes, but now there's something coming out of the portal.
But of course, that would be no other than our guest of honor, Hardacre.
Guest of honor? Why, what do you mean, Miss Washu? Oh wait, is that?
Holy shit, I thought I'd never make it out of that unswell dimension.
Yes, it worked. My super duper deluxe interdimensional portal is a swell success. All in a day's work for the swellest scientific genius in the universe, ha ha ha.
Yes, I must say you really outdid yourself this time, Washu. Wink.
But anyways, Mr. Croco, you and I have a lot to discuss indeed. Yes.
Wait, where am I and just who the fuck are you people?
Y'all be going on vacation? See, the thing is, if you about to be up out this biatch, check it. Peep Delta. We be flying all over this bitch. Let me ask you something. You finna raise up and get your travel on? From the interior to the exterior. You got to get your posterior in one of these big-ass planes. Dog, you lay in the cut straight sitting on your ass and getting your drink on and your snack on while we floss and fly this mofo all over this bitch. East Coast, West Coast, it don't matter. Nia will get you to your hoe and back lickety-split. No Then you be back at your crib chillin' with a flat spliff, thinking we was some crazy-ass angel. Hell, these fat, round, thick-ass vessels run up in the sky so deep, it be crying. Yeah, you thought it was rain. So bring a towel, 'cause at Delta, it's laid out like that. Call one of these fly-ass Delta coochies, and make all them punk-ass co-workers of yours catch the vapors as you be off and up out. You going? We fly you there. You been? We done already flew up in there. We got you covered like a Jimmy hat. At Delta, we loves us some flying, and it be shown like a motherfucker.
Looking for great food at an affordable price in a no-fuss atmosphere the whole family can enjoy? Then step on down to Gobblers, Australia's newest family restaurant.
All you can eat, prices they can't beat, from the entree to the suite. It's Gobblers.
All you can eat for under $10. And all our food is fresh. We throw out enough food to feed an entire village in Somalia for a year every 10 minutes. At Gobblers, even the furniture is edible. We give you what you want and heaps of it. All the coleslaw you can eat. Come back as many times as you like to Gobblers Sweets Drop. And of course, don't forget our world-famous chocolate mousse pool.
Looks like it in the chocolate mousse pool.
And if you're so full you can't fit another thing in, don't worry. And at the end of the meal, we'll hose you down free at Gobblers.
Go shiver me timbers. When I said I was looking for the land down under, this isn't exactly what I had in mind.
Excuse me, my good man, but do you know the way to Bushtown from here?